don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, sorry, bud. Hey, how are you? We used to call it vapor locked. Some biology. Someone using this? Hey, guy, move your shit. Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Guy Cisternino, aka Quadro. We're here at Destination Dallas for homecoming week. Yeah, that stretch is so fucking deep. I almost just let the weight just pull my arms back. What's up, sexy?
Hello, brother. How are you?
I want to get a picture with you and James.
Oh, yeah. Let's get a pump.
I know. Oh, the puppies. I actually tried 4 yesterday, and I went down to 3 1/4 because I could move it, but I just didn't get a good squeeze. Proper form, full range of motion, getting a good contraction, and then you do need to train heavy. I think those are kind of like three basic like prerequisites, I guess, for growing. Strike that with when I was a boy, I ate 4 dozen eggs to help me get healthy and large, and now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs.
So I'm roughly the size of a barge.
All the girls in there.
I'm just gonna get my elbows warmed up. So like I'll do 2 top sets pretty much for every exercise today. Usually it's like a heavier top set and then like a little bit of a weight reduction and a back off set. And definitely gonna break in that new Smith machine and do some JM presses on that.
Can you ever have too big of arms in bodybuilding?
I don't think so. I mean, I've been trying to get mine bigger. So I added an inch last off season and the short off season that I had. I think with a full year off this year, you know, hopefully I can get them a little bit bigger again. I think you definitely can have too big of arms, especially if other things don't match. Yeah, I try to keep my upper arm like kind of stationary, and I just try to bring my hands up to my chest for as high as I go, just to get that elbow flexion. You get a much deeper stretch on the triceps. I try to keep my shoulders down. I'm just feeling it out. So like whatever's feeling good. Like towards the end, I was adjusting. I kind of had my arms back a little bit, and I just kind of kept them close to my body. And that's getting that stretch. And then I'm just driving down through the palms here. That's basically where I'm kind of like almost like karate chopping through these handles. Someone using this? There's like a belt on it. Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Guy Cisternino. Oh, I need a flat bench. I need to move this one out of here.
This is actually my favorite Smith.
That feels great. Yeah, I like these here. It's like the Gasp version of Freddy Krueger. See, now I feel bad. I feel like I fucked you guys' shit up. Last year I was using the size large on these, and I can't even get them on my arm anymore. So these are the XLs. That means I'm definitely moving in the right direction. All right, here we go. Yeah, but then it would like, I have gone up to 315 like in the past on a barbell doing these, but like sometimes my form break down a little bit and it's almost like you kind of like rock forward to press up. But the cool thing about the Smith machine is that you don't really have to worry about balancing the weight. You can literally just get that plane of motion, that bar path is set, and then you just get to drive through the triceps. So that was my top set. I'm gonna go down to 225 as the back off. Smells good. I said these don't hurt my elbows either. Like these just feel so fucking good. So like a couple of weeks ago, or like last week, I went up to 275, and I think I got 8 reps. and I think this time I got it for 10. That right there is progression. And then the 225 as the back off was light, but if you notice, I went a lot more slower and controlled. I held that stretch. I got the D handle. I'm gonna do another press down. I'm gonna give a shout out to 212 IFBB Pro Mike Condell, who's a friend of mine, and he also does a lot of my training now. So he does this tricep push down variation, so we coined it Condell press downs. So these things are like Brett Wilkins has been doing them. These are just an excellent exercise. So have a mosh pit. Yeah, basically what you want is you want this cable to kind of line right up and with your arm. So you're letting your arm, like tricep, come out, and you're trying to keep that shoulder down, and you're trying to let that weight pull you all up to like your chest. And again, you're getting more of that elbow flexion, which is gonna help stretch the tricep. And then you just push straight down. It's probably one of the best tricep exercises that you're not doing. Sweating like a priest on a playground. I think I'm gonna do a preacher curl, a cable curl, and then a hammer curl, dumbbell hammer curl. There's like one feeling and it just fits nice, so hopefully this is the one here. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one.
Is that it?
Yeah, this is the one. Actually, this one might be even better. Hold on. Yes, this one's just right. Only took me 4 handles to use. Triceps I train a little more heavier and explosive because they seem to respond. Like just like my hamstrings, biceps, I have to go slow and controlled, and I don't go nearly as heavy on stuff. Once I did that, my arms started growing. So, you know what I try to do, like a mental note, is I try to think I'm wearing like an arm blaster. So instead of like keep my arms back, I almost try to keep my upper arms kind of forward, and I curl, and then I'm almost like stretching them out like this. And it kind of keeps my upper arm locked in place. Okay. It was a weird thing I discovered one day just messing around training. I'm like, oh, I get a good squeeze this way. Fucking one more, bitch. Whore. All gains conceived by acts of violence. Oh, there's sometimes I'm in the gym and I lose it. I say like the most horrendous things. I'll be like, you fucking cunt, you fucking piece of bitch trash. Shit. All right, where's that prime preacher curl? Where's that prime piece of equipment? Preacher curls is probably one of my favorite exercises, and I'm like so weak on these. Fuck! Come on, you whore! I like the preacher curls because it kind of, you obviously can't cheat for the most part, and it's really good at hitting the biceps in the stretch position, is what I like. And I don't have like long arms, so like they're short, so I'm just trying to get as much stretch that I possibly can. And then even if you don't do the full range of motion, you kind of stop towards the end. I believe, I could be wrong on this, but I believe the biceps and the preacher curl, they have a much better mechanical advantage, you know, when they're slightly bent at the bottom. So you can still do that to kind of overload the muscle a little bit. But for here, I was just going for full range of motion, slow and controlled, squeezing.
Come on.
I love that machine. I went up to 3 1/4 on that yesterday, and I'm like, man, I wish I had this more because I could easily progress. I actually tried 4 yesterday, and I went down to 3 1/4 because I could move it, but I just didn't get a good squeeze. And unfortunately, lifting heavy is just not going to fucking do it anymore for me.
You like that?
Hammer curls always like, and it's something I've honestly neglected. I hate doing hammer curls, but they like, when you're standing there, they make like your forearm and arms like thick from looking straight on as opposed to like, you know, like the side. I was talking to my coach after nationals. I'm like, look, I go, I need to be a heavyweight. I go, this was hell to get down to light heavies. And he was like, you know, he was like, we pushed the conditioning. He's like, but you will never be a light heavy again. And I'm like, look, I go, I am getting married this year. I'm like, I'd like to grow. And he's like, I think that'd be a good idea. So it's like that way you don't have to be stressed and prep, and the funds, because preps are expensive, you know. The wedding's expensive, especially like we're the ones paying for it. And that was arm day. 3 exercises for each, total of 6 exercises, 2 working sets, top set and back off, no intensifiers right now, just quality. I think the best for building any body part for the most part, I think the number one thing is intensity. And I think that is the hardest thing to teach. You know, like there's like some people that'll kind of have it right from the rip. You know, there's other people that like, they kind of have it like right off the rip, but they just kind of build on that, you know? And I think that is probably the most important thing, because if you're not training like hard and intense, it's gonna be, you could have the best science-based program in the world, and without that intensity, like that's like the catalyst. And then, you know, obviously you do need to train heavy. And, you know, because that's what's going to create that novel stimulus to build muscle. And heavy's very relative, you know. Like you could be training heavy where you're just loading the joints and not really working the muscle, like a powerlifting type thing where you're moving, like you're basically moving the weight from A to B as efficiently and as fast as possible. And then with bodybuilding, a little more goes into it where you're trying to get a stretch, you're trying to get a squeeze, like you still want to train heavy, but you want to make sure that you're working the muscles that you're trying to work. I think that right there, intensity, I think, you know, proper form, full range of motion, getting a good contraction, and then you do need to train heavy. I think those are kind of like three basic like prerequisites, I guess, for growing.